So I've been in Sydney for almost a month now, and there hasn't been that many surprises, except for drinking laws and drinking restrictions within the city. Probably the most surprising is within the city centre. They have lockout laws, which means at 1:30 in the morning you cannot enter a lot of places anymore. They sort of lock the front door, so you have to be in by 1:30. And then by about 3 o'clock they call last call, and you can't drink after that time. Even more surprising is they have this really strange timeout restriction. We went to a bar around midnight, I think, maybe 11 to midnight. And before we got in, the manager came out and wanted to have a chat with one of our friends. So we took him aside, and he had maybe 3 or 4 beers, I don't know how many, but he literally did an interrogation interview with him. And I don't know what was said, but after this he said he can come into the establishment, but he cannot drink for 30 minutes. He has to drink water for 30 minutes. So we all went into the establishment and we all could order drinks. And this one friend had to sit and drink water for 30 minutes before he could get a drink, which was very interesting and quite shocking as well. Another thing that's interesting is after midnight they do not serve shots anymore, so you cannot have a shot, like a tequila shot or something like that. And even if you take a tequila shot prior to that, they might still give you that 30-minute restriction, where after you take the shot, then for 30 minutes you can't order another drink. Unfortunately, this applies to whiskey as well. So unless you're at an establishment that understands the value of drinking a nice whiskey on the rocks or neat, they might classify that as a shot, and they might not serve you neat whiskey after midnight. Drinking and driving, as always, is probably not advisable. The law is 0.05, which is, I think, 1 or 2 standard drinks. But then if you do get caught drunk driving, not only will you lose your car license, but you'll lose any other license that you have. Boat license, bike license, plane license, it's all connected. So you lose one, you lose them all. So they're very strict here about that. There's a bit of good news. They have a bring your own law. At some places you can bring your own wine or bring your own drinks. Some places they'll charge you a corkage fee, you know, maybe $10 or $20. But some places will actually say, you know, Saturday bring your own, and then you can go and eat there and bring your own alcohol without having to pay anything. So there's a silver lining to this cloud.